Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. You may or may not have heard from my previous videos that I'm looking for a temporary planning solution as I'll finish using the Papier Wellness Journal before September ends. That leaves 8 days without a planner until I start using my quarter four planner, which is this one, the self journal. So for those 8 days, I was trying to decide on what to use. I could use a simple stack of paper to jot down my task, but I didn't really want to do that. I could use Google Keep, which is available for my phone and desktop, but it felt a little bit too simple, even though I do use it a lot for other things. I didn't want to use a digital planner that looked like a physical planner. I don't know, it's just not for me. So I started exploring other digital or online options that wouldn't require me to purchase anything. I looked at Trello since it had a free option, the ability to customize it, made it look fun, but I didn't know how I felt about the Kanban method of planning. I also looked at Asana and Kanbanchi, which was pretty similar, and then I remembered a tool I had explored briefly in the past, but never picked up, and that is Notion. So I decided to give Notion another try. I looked up YouTube videos of people sharing their Notion setups, and the more I watched, the more I felt it was doable. So I started an account. For personal use, it was free, and I loved that. I loved how it was so customizable, like making your own website, and you can turn it into a planning system. You can also download the Notion app onto your phone and you can access it wherever you go. Besides the fact that I can use it to do my tracking my habits and list my to-dos, I can finally work on a personal project that I've been wanting to do, and that is to store years of info of what I've been watching, what I've been reading, my favorite songs of the year, basically collections of stuff that I can store digitally without having to house them in tons of journals or use up color inks to print pictures of. And so last week, I've been trying out different ways to set up my Notion. And I think I'm ready to show you a little bit of what I've done. It's not completed yet. It still needs a lot of data input, but I can still show you around. So this is what my dashboard looks like. On the left is the sidebar where you will see settings, a button to create a new page, your favorite section, and then private section. Since this is only going to be used by me only, it doesn't matter if I had created it under private or not. But if you're in an organization, this would be the place you want to set up any private pages so that it's not shared company wide. Under my dashboard, what you see on the left is what you see on the main page here. I also have a page that's separate from my dashboard, which I call past years, because I anticipate that I might have some pages that I want to archive as years go by. Further down, you see other links, and templates is where you would find ready-made pages for you to adopt. I did adopt a few from here, so if you're a beginner like me, you might want to check this out for sure. For my dashboard, I have three big categories: planning system, collections, and media. Under my planning system here is where I have my task manager, which I also saved as a favorite, then quick note, and my 2023 goals. Under collections, I have plant tracker, recipes, travel plans, and journal. And then for media, I have YouTube projects, entertainment lists, Goodreads, and music list. Before I go to the first link, let me just briefly explain that for every page, you're going to see a cover, an icon, and title on top that you can customize. It can either be a still picture, a moving one, or even one that is linked to another page. And then here, Unsplash, if you click on it, you can search for many other pictures that you can use. Okay, let's get into my task manager. Here is where I'll be planning my tasks during the last 8 days of September. I have a habits tracker toggle so that I can hide it and it won't look so messy. There are four views set up. one just for today, then the week, and then this month, then by year, split into the different months. I had copied this template from a YouTuber I had seen and I felt that it could work for me, so I took it for my planning system. What it does is that you just check off the habit like so, and each time you do that, the progress bar over here will populate. It's really cool. Another cool thing is if I want a new day, I just need to click new, and then it will create a new entry for me. Obviously, because today is still September, it would show this current date. But if let's say if it's tomorrow, it wouldn't appear as today's date. If I do not create anything, nothing will happen, which is what I want because I wouldn't want it to auto create when I'm not using it. Okay, let's toggle this back up. Next is my to dos. Here I have two views, which is in list form and the board form. For the list, I just need to put in my task, fill the respective columns, set a reminder if I want, which is in blue. And if it's in red, that means a reminder is due. If I didn't set any reminder, it'll just appear as black. For the board view, it's basically a Kanban board where you move things to the respective columns. And that will also be reflected in the list view if I move it. So let's say if I move this to low, then this cut Ezri's hair will appear as medium over here. If I move it back here, it will appear back under low. Once I've completed a task, it will disappear. So let's say filming this, let me get this out of the way. If let's say filming this Notion video, which is today, I'll click done. It will disappear and move to my recently completed section below here. Here I have it under completed today, and the older task will only show under this view. Say if I accidentally checked off a task, I can uncheck it and it should go back to my to-do list. So really cool, and if you want to know how I did this, I'll provide the link to the person's video where I took the video from in the description box below. Back to the dashboard. Oh, I can also use this sidebar here to go back to the dashboard, but I'm so used to just clicking it on top. Let's go on to quick note. Here is where I will jot down any random notes, much like how I would use Google Keep. Now, I'm not sure if I will actually keep this because I'm more comfortable with Google Keep and I feel that I would just go there. But we'll leave this here for now. I can always delete it if it doesn't work for me. The next page is my 2023 goals page. I listed out all the goals and resolutions for this year under a board view and table view. Just a simple format. I haven't explored other ways, but for now, it's all I need. So here it is: to do, in progress, and complete. And then this is the table view. Moving on to collections, plant tracker. This was a template I found on Notion and I thought I might try it out. Right now, my gardening log is in Excel and I don't really like the way it looks. Since I haven't gone that far with it, I figured I can transfer all my notes into Notion. Right now, what you see here are just examples that the template provided. They are not my plants, but I left it here for reference for later when I have the time to fill it in. So here's the gallery view, and then there's the details or table view. And then here it's filtered to only show the plant status. I like the fact that there's a rest in peace section over here because I definitely do have a couple that would go under this section. For the recipes page, this is where I plan to collect all of my favorite recipes I had bookmarked in my computer. I'm still debating whether I should do it or not because it's going to take a lot of work to input the ingredients. But I saw this video once where the person could grab the ingredients to generate a shopping list. So that means in a week, I normally cook 3 meals, and that could be like 9 different recipes in a week. I just need to select which recipe, then it will generate the shopping list I need collectively. So in a few clicks, and I don't have to write it down by hand on paper. So, like I said, it's going to take a lot of work, I think. So we'll see how that goes. For travel plans, well, I don't travel very much, but I could use this space to save all the vacation plans I've done over the years, and I can look back on it. I don't know. But for each destination, I can save some photos. Let's see here. Open. So it'll open up to a page, and then I can save some photos and put some journal entries, kind of like a diary entry of each vacation. So I think it might be worth a try. Coming to the media section, YouTube projects. I set this up because I wanted to see if this would be useful during the 8 days. Also, if I like it, I could plan my YouTube projects here long term. But I don't know. I really like my setup in my current paper planner. So this is on a trial basis right now. I have 4 different views just because I want to see how I like them. I will delete accordingly if it doesn't work out. So we have the table view, and then this is the board view, and then there's a calendar view, and then a timeline, a Gantt view. I think that's what you call it. My entertainment list. This is what I have been working on this past week. I love watching Asian shows, English TV shows, sometimes anime and movies. And it's sad that I don't really have a proper way to remember all of the lovely shows, and Notion provides that solution. So here I have it in a toggle view. So if I open this up, you'll see all the things that I've currently put under Asian shows, English TV shows, movies, anime. That's just for the 2023 list. So this is the gallery view. Then I have the table where you can get an overview, then the month where it's separated by genres. The reason why you don't see anything right now is because the time that I'm filming this is September the 1st, and I've yet to finish anything during this date. But if it's like in August, because I did start a few in August and July, if you look in the this year section, you will see a few of these pop up on the July and August. So there you go. These formats are the same for the English TV shows, movies, and anime. I'm still working on entering data, but it's already proving to be a long list. And I still have this part here for past years. Unfortunately, I don't have the exact dates when I watch them, but I still want to be able to list them down. So here are all blank because I haven't input all the data in just yet. But these are the ones that I have. And then this is the table view. I can't do the year thing that's divided by the months because I don't have the dates. Yeah, that makes sense. So Asian shows, and then English TV shows, movies, and anime. So all these are empty right now because I haven't worked on it yet. Next page is my Goodreads page. I have a currently reading section where it's linked to my Goodreads currently bookshelf. So if I clicked here, it will open up my currently bookshelf. And then I have the links to my previous year's Goodreads challenge bookshelves, which I have in a toggle format to keep things neat. 2023 is the current year, so It's basically going to show the books that I'm currently reading this year. The header will give an overview, but if I go on the 2022, so this one leads to my um the challenge 2022 challenge view. And then if I expand this toggle, there's another link over here that gives me the summary view on Goodreads. So like this. Below that, I also have a table set up with different views. The list view, gallery view of the covers, and then the board. I use Goodreads mainly to track my books. The only thing Goodreads can't give me is a quick view of what genres of books I've read in a particular year. So this board view will give me that option. Another thing I can do in Notion is mark which book is my favorite for the whole year, which I use the heart icon to mark. And this will also appear in the list view right over here. So basically just changing the icon to a heart, and then there you go. That's my mark. So it's going to be the same for the rest of the years. I've only managed to input data down to 2019. I'm still working on it, but I'm going to take my time doing it. One thing I want to mention is if you're the type to write reviews or take note of quotes and stuff, you can just open up the entry and type it in like so. So there's a section over here you can write whatever you want. I don't really write reviews, but I think I might want to mark the page number of my favorite part of the book. That will have to be a later project because by now I can't remember any of them, especially for the previous years. So, last page is my music list. I've always wanted to keep track of my favorite songs of the year, and now with Notion, I can do that. So far, I've only listed three for this year. I'm planning to list out previous years as well, but that's going to be another project. Each entry, I can include a link to a music video, which I really like watching. So I also plan to explore ways to format this page a little better, but again, it's another project. So this is what my current Notion board looks like right now. It's ready for me to use when I'm done with Papier Wellness Journal, and I can slowly work my collection data in. I don't have a deadline for that, so I can take my time. Oh, I also just realized I had mispronounced the name Papier earlier. I said Papier when I was filming, and then I just remember somebody had given me the correct pronunciation. So I really thank you for that. Hopefully, I got it right. It's going to take me a while to remember to use the correct pronunciation as I've been saying papier for a while now. Anyway, will this replace my paper planning system eventually? I don't know. Not anytime soon, anyways. I've already ordered my 2024 planner yesterday, which is the Hobonichi cousin. And right now, I just want to focus on building my collection database on Notion. I still enjoy planning in my paper planner, and I want to try out some brands I've been eyeing. So I don't think I'm ready to cut ties with the paper planners just yet. So I hope you like this video. I think I might do a couple more Notion videos, but that will have to wait until I'm more familiar with it. There's quite a bit of a learning curve, but it's not that difficult once you get the basics down. So if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my other videos, do subscribe to my channel. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.